Good morning. I'm Aurora Leonard. It's early in the morning in New York City, but Rob started work over an hour ago. He's one of the 6,000 men and women that work as sanitation workers for the New York City Department of Sanitation. Today, he's going to show me how he and his colleagues collect 11,000 tons of the garbage New Yorkers produce every day. Rob arrives at work at 5:45 a.m. He goes to roll call at 6 and receives his work order. This tells each sanitation worker which route they are going to take that day. After roll call, Rob and his partner set off on their route. Sanitation workers always work in pairs. One is the operator and the other is the loader. The operator is in charge of the vehicle and the loader is in charge of collecting and loading the garbage, but they often have to work together. There's a lot of waste and the bags are usually big and heavy. Today, Rob's working in Manhattan. He works for 8 hours and gets 3 breaks, 15 minutes in the morning, half an hour for lunch, and 10 minutes in the afternoon. He usually finishes at 2 p.m. after he and his partner have deposited all the garbage at the disposal site. Rob's work is very physically demanding. It can also be extremely dangerous. They work in busy traffic and operate heavy machinery. Toxic waste is also a major problem, and the job frequently appears in lists of the top 10 most risky professions. In fact, it's even more dangerous than being a police officer or firefighter. But in spite of the hard work and the dangers, it's a very popular profession. The starting salary is surprisingly high, and if you stay for 5 years, it increases significantly. The Department of Sanitation is also a very big organization, so if you're ambitious, there are plenty of career opportunities. A city like New York will always need waste management systems, but it didn't used to have a street cleaning service. Street cleaning started in 1881, but it wasn't until Colonel George Waring became its commissioner that New York's sanitation department became the highly organized operation it is today. Almost 120 years later, the department continues Waring's mission to keep New York's streets clean. But the job has changed. The city has managed to reduce its waste by 1,000 tons per day, largely thanks to recycling. And people are much more environmentally aware than they used to be. But while the waste may change, the essence of the job will stay the same. New York will always need people to collect and take away its garbage. For most of us, our responsibility ends when we leave garbage bins on the side of the street. It's easy to forget people like Rob, but imagine what would happen if they didn't do their job. Sanitation workers provide an essential service. They work to make our city a cleaner, healthier, and more pleasant place to live.